You might have seen the battery day, but you have maybe missed this leakage. This is the Tesla Model XS, $25,000. This is not a mistake or just an illustration by Elon Musk and the Tesla team. Oh no, this is a hint, and let's dive into today's vlog. Well, I know what you might say now, or think. Well, this was just for illustration purpose, just to fill the presentation. No. If you have read, like myself, all the possible articles and news and whatsoever that was ever written on Elon Musk, like for example this book here, or this book here, then you know that Elon Musk is fanatic for details, okay? He hates it and fires people in the marketing department, for example, when they misspell things, or he's, looking through very high details of everything, of software, hardware, production, processing, and so on. So as you can see here, Elon Musk gives them much about those details, and that's why I think they put this on purpose there. This is a kind of model that might be released, and it doesn't look like a Model X or a Model S or anything out there. So I think this could be the Model XS, which will be the $25,000 car. But let's dive first into the fundamentals, because the conclusion of this video will be at the end of the video, and you should watch it to the very end. And if you like it so far, consider to like this episode. Now, if you are thinking about the $25,000 car, the first thing that if you are a little bit, advanced in knowledge, if not, it doesn't matter, because I will explain it to you all. Well, there is Moore's law. Moore's law actually predicted very sufficient in the semiconductor space that every doubling of the chip capacity is happening almost every single year. Now this is still happening until today, more or less, very accurately. But then came Mr. Wright, and Mr. Wright had the Wright law, which actually say something very similar, but is more to the manufacturing and the production side of things. So he discovered that due to the massive of production happening for a company of a product, as more they produce, as better skilled the experience and the labor become, as more you can save on the side of, for example, suppliers as well. If you having more and more volume, then the price is connected to the amount that you're producing. And now he have a very specific example in the airplane industry. Every doubling of the airplane production volume resulted in a 10 to 15% decrease in labor cost, for example, which is fantastic. And taking this example, which is something that also ARK Invest always love to quote in their investment thesis, I love to see that Tesla just increasingly 50% or more the production capacity, right, of their cars, which result in a very more sufficient, more effective way of producing cars, which they love to give to the clients. And here again, a proof that Elon Musk does it on purpose, what he does. Okay, here's an example where he put the price of the Model S just recently from something above 70 to 69,000, and now comes 420. You remember 420? Yes, the big number that Elon Musk a little bit played about. So as you can see here, guys, nothing at Tesla is somehow a surprise or somehow a detail that they maybe missed. It's all on purpose. Let's dive further in. Now the question is how a $25,000, and I call it Tesla XS because it could, look like a Model S but just smaller, and it would somehow fit into the naming of the overall portfolio of Tesla Automotives, right? On the other side, let's have a look first into the features. So I can imagine a car that is definitely without steering wheel, right? So something like this. Or you can see also, a car that has only 2 doors and a small one, because what is really missing now to go really mass market is a smaller car, right? I mean, so many people want to just have a car because they want to become from A to B. And it's very expensive currently still, even with a Model 3 or a Model Y, to go from A to B, because the car is so expensive, right? I think that there's so much market for this, $10,000, $12,000, $20,000, $25,000 cars that are just, as simple as possible. Most of the market segment is, I think, covered by companies like Toyota or Nissan. So I think those brands are really having nice, simple cars, go from A to B, and some of them even are even smaller, like the Smart. The Smart is one of the smallest cars and is very, very cheap to come from A to B, and you can go with it to the city. You need a small parking space. So everything about this car, even the small engine, gives us a huge argument to come from A to B very, very cheap. Now, this is something that Tesla will tackle actually with the self-driving capabilities, because we will have much, much less parts, right? So there's some kind of designs out there like you have seen, but I think, the leak in the presentation of the battery day is something that they want us to see. Us, very big fanatics about Tesla, right? Because the normal guy might not see it. He will see, that's definitely a Model X, but nothing that is out of the box. So it's fantastic to speculate about these things, and let's dive into the conclusion, what this means for Tesla. But before we diving into the conclusion, make sure if you like the content, then check out the membership here on this channel. You can get access to the Discord chat with the second tier of the Real Wolf, or you can get even one-on-one with me over social media or email. We can talk about everything, and this is the closest that you can get with a YouTuber from the financial field, stock investing, to become your mentor. So check it out, the join button. If you don't see the join button, change the browser, and let's dive finally to the conclusion of this vlog. So yeah, I think in the conclusion you can really think about 2 things. First of all, the $25,000 car, depending where it will be, have more and more self-driving features, because as more you can remove from the car, as cheaper the car is, as more self-driving capabilities it needs. And with regulations, it might be a car without mirrors, without steering, without pedals, so you can save a lot there. And Elon Musk mentioned it in one of the presentations that he thinks at one point this will be the future, right? Where you will just have screens, you sit down with 4 or 5, 6 people and can enjoy a ride from A to B without any touching of a steering wheel. So you can see that this is the future. This is robotaxi. On the second point, you definitely will have all on this decreases of costs for Elon Musk and Tesla, which will result that this will be an exponential growth, because the cars get cheaper, the cars get better, and why not? People want to have the cheapest but also the best electric car, right? So most of the people will turn eventually to Tesla, and I think Tesla had the really big chance with their automotive part of their business, because Tesla obviously is much more, to become the biggest car manufacturer ever. Okay, not only in the current electric car business, ever. Okay, because think about it, that technology sometimes overlap other countries. So if there's some countries like some parts of Africa where they don't have that much cars because it's expensive, the maintenance and so on and so forth, still they can maybe jump directly from no cars to self-driving cars, which will be serviced in some specific areas, in some headquarters. So as you can see, lots and lots of crazy opportunities with the self-driving car. This will change industries. You can have Starbucks having their own self-driving coffee shops, right? And you just hop in, you take a coffee, this will be directly also your ticket for the self-driving bus of Starbucks. So it will be changing how we really experience the future with self-driving cars, and I actually can't wait for the $25,000 vehicle, because this will be revolutionary. So if this is a potential of a hint in this presentation, then this might be the first glimpse of the design of the $25,000 Tesla XS.